What's up, everybody? This is Nick, and you're listening to another PUC podcast, another Pull Up a Chair podcast, Eric, where we invite people to join us, to sit down and just listen to what we have to say. And I've already said your name, but I will also say that I am joined by my co-host and all-around nostalgia guru himself,
Eric.
And Eric, today we have, a little bit of a show where we're going to do
just a little bit of a show, guys.
An update on Halloween.
Oh, I liked Halloween.
Sir, how was your Halloween? Last week we looked at 80s Halloweens and that sort of thing. Did any of your kids dress up like He-Man, Popeye, Casper? Did they carry a Casper bucket? Did they get tons of candy?
One of them did dress up as a Casper mattress.
Very well done.
Hold on. Crossover. He did a Popeye character in a Casper mattress. I'm very impressed. So it's Popeye Casper, but
okay.
Casper, not the ghost, the mattress. I'm trying to say Casper enough. Hopefully they'll sponsor us eventually.
Casper mattresses, please call us. Or, we don't have a phone number. But
Find our numbers.
Call us. Or leave us a message on our page or anything like Casper, please.
Casper,
what I'm
please.
hearing is cha-ching. And Eric's kids,
I will make them dress up in Casper daily.
You hear that?
Daily,
You
yes.
hear that? No other podcast is offering this, people.
Let's see here.
You listen to this man in his crazy way of raising his kids to promote a podcast to bring them money. So, Casper, get back to us.
Get back to us, Casper. What did I do for Halloween this year? The great year of 2017. I dressed as a hot dog. I worked at a small carnival-like thing put on by a group. I handed out hot dogs in a hot dog costume. What I would do is I would make each one have a backstory. Some were adopted from the inner city of Chicago. Others were from Italy.
Wait a second. You would dress up as a hot dog.
I dressed up as a hot dog.
You dressed up as a hot dog?
Yeah, I have a hot dog outfit.
Did you call yourself the Halloweener?
Oh, man, where were you at yesterday?
Buddy, I had this dream
Did you?
I was saying this the entire time that I wanted to dress up like a hot dog and call myself the Halloweener.
Well, I got you can wear the costume next year.
Oh, buddy, I may take you up on this because the Halloweener will be born.
All right.
A superhero. We'll get to that.
Superhero. We'll do that.
We'll get to that here in a second. I may tell the entire story of the Halloweener.
Okay. Well, we got all the time in the world. So that's what I did. I gave out hot dogs and cotton candy and popcorn at an event and dressed as a hot dog in a hot dog costume. Had a good time. Had a lot of people come through and get free food.
So you gave in to corporate Halloween.
Corporate Halloween.
No, last week we talked about how there was only one day back in the 80s. Back in the 80s, you had one chance, one opportunity. If you missed Halloween, that was it.
That was the Halloween.
There was no second. There was no third.
This was yesterday. This was Halloween.
Well, that is true.
I mean,
solid point.
It was Halloween. I was working on Halloween, making kids' dreams come true.
How many other things did your kids go to?
I think only one other thing this year. That was a school thing, the school festival.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna allow.
We already took all their candy away.
Did you really?
Yeah. Every year, do the same thing. I think I talked about it last week. Switch Witch.
Oh, the Switch Witch.
Yeah,
that's right.
They got some toys, and their candy got taken away and replaced by toys because that's what the Switch Witch does.
I got you. Okay, I remember this.
Yeah, we did that, and that was fun.
Okay.
And I gave out hot dogs for like 3 hours and had a good old grand time. The guy that was kind of running it this year, he came up to me. He's I don't know who he works for or what he does, but he works in sales. And he's like, if you ever need a job, let me know. You would be a great salesman. And I used to be a salesman. I sold shoes, and I did very well selling shoes.
All you have to do is dress up in a hot dog suit.
Yeah, the hot dogs, that's the key. That's the key to life.
Become the Halloweener.
I didn't know I was the Halloweener, Nick.
Eric, you were the Halloweener.
Yeah, I go by costumes. Like I'll go probably tomorrow to Spirit or whatever those like temporary Halloween shops are and see what half price costumes are. And then I'll go in another week when they're 70 or 75% off and maybe buy one or two.
Okay. Well, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I got a hot dog, I got a piece of bacon, and I got a penguin right now.
Well, I got nothing for bacon, but
I've worn bacon 2 years in a row, so I went to hot dog this year.
Halloweener was just.
It sounds like a dream you had,
buddy.
Is it a vision?
It was a vision. I mean, it is something that one day will become the greatest comic book in the history. There will be movies made about the Halloweener.
You know, I am not, like I've talked about, as long as it's got good writing, which I know you're a good writer, Nick, I think it'll be fine.
Oh,
any subject can be written about and be good.
Okay,
by a good writer.
I appreciate the good writer.
Guys, there's a Halloween like story that my friend.
It's out there somewhere.
It's out there somewhere. You want to say the title? I held back because it's yours and not mine.
Well, we'll get it out there one day. If people ask for it, we'll get it out there.
If people can find it, I would crack up if people found your written work.
Oh, buddy,
it's out there for sale.
It is there. It is. It is. It's out there somewhere.
I bought it.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
I appreciate it.
Do you have anybody buy any recently?
Not recently. But let me tell you about my Halloween.
Oh, tell me.
I got off work.
Uh-huh.
And I got off work a little bit later.
Uh-huh.
Because of some other, we're kind of in
Events.
a time. Yeah, we're doing an event at work. So, not a Halloween event, but an event for corporate stuff. And I had to stay later, but I got home, and my dad is not one who does the Halloween
smile.
No,
I don't think I've seen your dad smile, but it's not.
Smiled. It's very rare.
His smile it's like makes me uncomfortable.
It does,
but I see it so rarely.
It's more of a
smirk or some sort of like
you're lucky to be alive. Smile.
You feel intimidated by.
Oh
it.
yeah. Any moment he'll snap your neck. Smile.
You're like, are you smiling because you're gonna murder me?
Oh yeah.
Or was something actually funny?
But Dad turns off the light on the outside.
So no kids show up.
No kids show up. That's the goal. So I pull up into the driveway, and of course kids are already out. They're already walking around.
Yeah.
And as I'm sitting there in the driveway, I'm getting out.
Okay.
And I'm hearing kids, or I'm getting my stuff, and I'm hearing kids go, There's lights on in the house. Like, we just have to walk up and knock on the door. And like, but the parents are like, well, no, the light's not on, so we don't go up. But there's somebody in that car right there. And I'm like, I stop what I'm doing. I'm like waving at them, like, don't have candy. Like, I get out of the vehicle. I'm like, we don't have candy. Just move on for your own safety. Move on. You know,
this is where you're going good. I'm trying to save you.
Run, children, run. So, my Halloween was spent just, ushering children on to other houses.
Trying to save the souls of children.
Right.
I like that. You're like a superhero.
I am.
You are Halloweener.
I am Halloweener, man. So.
Well, good.
So Halloween was not anything, but that I did. But I'll be honest. I saw some costumes that it was like, I don't think these kids knew what they were dressing. There was a kid that was dressed up as like a Rainbow Bright.
Yeah.
Has that made a comeback?
I think there might be a Rainbow Bright. Like we've talked about, we do an 80s nostalgia show. Everything's coming back. And everything that is not coming back is coming back in a form of like, I think there was a Rainbow Bright reemergence of some sort. Yeah, I'll let you look that up. Yeah, what did I see? I saw lots of just generic, some ninjas. Yeah, that looks like new animation.
Yeah, it does, but
it
says 1984. I don't know that this has gotten a reboot. But no, there was just
this nostalgia. 80s.
Oh, it was rebooted in 96, 2003, 2009, and again in 2014 through Hallmark's on-demand streaming service. 2015 was also with new merchandise sold.
Yeah. Okay.
Buddy, oh man, it was originally done by Deke Entertainment. Shocking.
Yeah.
Our good friends at
Do we want to talk about our other Deke show? That
buddy,
have
we'll get to
unslated? Okay.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
We got a gem for you here in a little bit.
buddy. Yeah.
And we came across it by accident.
There was some. The ones I saw, there was some people that were dressed up. There was one little kid that had a Michael Myers mask on.
Yeah, I saw some of those.
That was like, you should not know what that is.
Like a little kid?
Yeah, like a little kid.
Oh, mine were teenagers.
Well, I mean, this kid couldn't be no more than probably 6 or 7.
I had a 9-year-old like in a pretty scary mask.
Was he?
Yeah, I was like, how old are you? No, he was older than 9. I think he was 11. I was talking. He was in double digits at least.
I mean, it was strange to me. I mean, I'm not a parent, so I can't really judge.
Well, I am a parent, so I clearly judge.
Oh, go right ahead. Why do you dress your kids in a Michael Myers outfit? Is what you're about to say.
I saw several hundred kids and parents, and everyone this year I didn't see any like college age people right at this event. So everything was pretty toned, pretty appropriately. I saw a little girl who was a Wonder Woman. She was so cute. There was
a lot of Wonder Woman.
Yeah, a lot of princesses like always.
Yeah.
My daughter went as Robin Hood. Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah. My older son was a ninja, and my younger son was a transformer.
Okay.
And I was a hot dog. And at the event, a probably 2-year-old was dressed as a hot dog. We got pictures together.
Oh, buddy.
I called him my brother, and then I started yelling at him that he was a hot dog, and he'd yell back at me. And at the end, I said, "You're a hamburger." And he called me a hamburger. And then he ran away. We had a good time.
Then he gave you the finger.
Yeah. Then he kicked me and beat me up.
He's like, "You're mean."
No, we had a good time. We just had such. I made 200 bags of cotton candy. Man, that's one thing we didn't give out enough of. Got rid of all the hot dogs, but I still had maybe 50 to 60 bags of cotton candy left. I think you saw a big sack in there. It's all cotton candy. You want some?
Oh, is it? No,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm taking it to the. Like I say, my goal in life is to give everyone I work with diabetes. And so this is just another step in that direction.
I got you.
You know,
I got you.
Everyone's got to have a dream, right?
Right. Well, and that's part of the story of the Halloweener.
Heart failure.
Yeah.
Speaking of heart failure, if you want to hear us talk about heart surgeons and when you should have, we have a medical cast that me and Nick do. We do this medical cast where we care about your health.
Like we do.
Like we do. There's a micro mini lightning cast that comes out tomorrow, or not tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
Which would be November 2nd.
No, yeah, November 2nd. This will come out after it.
Yeah. So this is good.
Yeah. I mean, you can go back and listen to it.
Yeah, you should listen to it. We care about your heart. And so you're trying to give everyone, kids and adults, a congestive heart failure.
No.
As Wiener Man.
I mean,
Halloweener Man.
the Halloweener.
Halloweener. Okay.
It's a really touching story.
Oh.
Much like It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Uh-huh.
Where if you wait in the pumpkin patch, the Great Pumpkins delivers all presents to all the good boys and girls is what the Halloween special tells us.
I don't think I've ever finished it. I do not like Charlie Brown.
Okay, well that's fine. But the Halloweeners is different in the fact that he carries a bag of hot dogs with him.
Oh.
Giving hot dogs to all the children out on Halloween.
Oh, are they hold on. Are they like individually wrapped or supposed to package, or are they just like a bag of hot dogs?
It is just a bag of hot dogs.
Are there any buns?
Yeah.
So full-fledged hot dog.
Full-fledged hot dog.
Just bag of them.
It's just a heaping bag of hot dogs.
I hope it's clear.
All steamed up. It's clear.
It's clear, but it's steamy.
I
like it.
And he just reaches in and he's like, "Here, kid."
Throws them.
Right.
Hot dogs, one for all. Right. All for one hot dog. I don't know why they're Three Musketeers, but they are now.
His goal is to get it into your bucket, your little Halloween bucket. As he runs down the street, he's like, "Halloween to all and to all a Halloween." And he's just throwing hot dogs at children.
I love it. Well, one of my favorite things to do is when I give candy to some kid, I go, "Merry Christmas." They get confused.
They do.
Yeah, they go, "Merry what?"
They sit there and they look at you. But Eric, they say on a full moon, Halloween, that still to this day, you can hear the Halloweener running down the road, yelling Yeah, with his bag, his
bag of
his steamed up bag
The bag never seems to run out of hot dogs.
It never does. It never does. It's an endless bag of hot dogs.
His bag of steamy hot dogs.
With his greasy hand reaching in and throwing hot dogs at children, aiming at their buckets.
And it's like
screaming, Halloween to all, and to all Halloween.
And the bag's always dripping that hot dog juice out of it.
Well,
so
you
like
can
a trail.
You can track him. That's how you track him.
It just vanishes.
Right. You only have a few seconds because they've put dogs on this dude's trail.
They're happy to follow. They're not even trained dogs.
No.
They're just like dogs.
Right. And the homeless pack of animals that follow this man is incredible.
You know where he's been because there's just hordes of dogs.
Right.
Nice.
Right. That's why they've never been able to catch him because the packs of animals that follow behind
the ravenous
and lick it up.
Packs of like feral dogs.
Well, dogs, raccoons, skunks,
bears. Nice. Well, Nick, this is a story that needs to be written. But people need to read this.
It is a story that will be told for generations.
We need to maybe commission some illustrators on this one.
We might, or we just get our good friends at Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi, give us a call. Give me a call, and you know what? I got a story for you.
There you go.
We can get what's his name? The guy they always get, the guy with the long hair that was in Renegade back in the 80s or 90s. That had the long hair. What was that guy's name? Alejandro or?
What are you talking about? Like, what do you to be the hot dog man?
Yes.
To be Halloweener.
Well, he's in all sci-fi shows these days. Let's see.
He's in all sci-fi shows. I'm trying to think who you're talking about.
I will tell you here in a second.
All right.
I am talking about no other than Lorenzo Lamas.
Oh, Lorenzo Lamas. Okay.
The man who showed us. Back in...
I never watched Renegade. I've never seen that show.
Back in 1992.
Oh, no.
Buddy, this was probably one of the greatest shows that you've never seen.
Well, I had no cable. I didn't even see cable until on a regular basis until 1997, maybe?
Buddy, this show on Google users has an 89% that like this show.
Whoa, that's pretty. I don't know how Google users.
I don't either, but
anything.
It's got a 78 out of 10 on TV.com or 7.8 out of 10, and then a 6 out of 10. He truly was.
That's not too bad.
That is not. That is not, sir.
Pretty.
But you know what, Eric?
Yeah, I do.
This week is a great week.
Why? This
week is something that we should talk about. Because now it is time for This Week in History. History. Eric, the year was 1984.
1984. Yes, good times.
And in a time that we're in right now, I feel like this period is a good time to talk about this.
Like this period in our show, or the 2017 period? What do you mean?
Right now. I mean, this is a very...
today.
The 1984 moment I'm about to talk about is very apropos to what's going on in the world today. Because on November 2nd, 1984, France performed nuclear tests at the Mururoa Atoll.
Of course they did.
I nailed that pronunciation.
Hold on, is that the one where you see you've seen all these news clippings and government footage of nuclear tests? You've seen those?
Yes.
There's one. It's at an atoll. I know they annihilated this island, but they put battleships close in, and you can see these giant ships just lifted into the air. You ever seen that one?
I have not seen that one.
Let me see if I can find that one. I don't know. I wonder what that one was.
I don't know.
But tell me about what you found out. I mean, they set it off this day in 84?
This is when they did the actual test, and it's the day that they actually set it off was November 2nd, 1984. France was doing their nuclear testing.
Okay.
And so they did that at the Mururoa.
Exactly. I love
Atoll.
your French is amazing.
Well, buddy,
you astound me.
Buddy, I speak many languages, none of them correctly.
Not even English.
Not even close. Okay. I mean, it looks like this is one of the ones you always see. This mushroom cloud.
Uh-oh. See here if I can find. Okay, I got one up. See if this is. No, that's not it.
No, that's an underwater explosion.
No, this was not an underwater one. I'm just trying to find the right image or the right one. Where you see like a. No, here it is. Maybe this is it. Military.com might have it. It's a blast test. I wish it's naval ships extraordinary. Thanks. I need to change where my sound's coming out. All right. So they did this test, and that's just it. That's what they did, and they were done.
That was it. They were done. I mean, it was.
They're like, oh, we did it, guys. Test complete. Successful.
Although
that looks like
recent things that have been shown is that the fallout was worse than what was originally thought. So today the fallout is they're still having problems with the fallout that was from these tests.
What year was that? Oh, okay, that was in 1984. This one is from extraordinary footage of Operation Crossroads in 1946 that shows nuclear bomb explosion completely wiping out ships. Oh, this is the Bikini Atoll one. See, look at them. Look, do you see them? Look at these ships. In 1946, here they come. They're going to show a picture of the ships. There's the ships. See them sitting there? Those are battleships, like not small ships. Boom! It just like annihilates them.
Huh.
Yeah, I thought of that one. Because it's at Bikini Atoll, and this was at, of course, could you say it again?
Maroroa.
Yeah, exactly. That one. I don't have that ability that you have. If you want to see the one I'm talking about, it's 1946, Bikini Atoll. I'm sure you can look it up. I've seen it countless times. Well, that's crazy in history. Why do you think that's appropriate and relates to today? I don't understand.
Because there's a lot of stuff going on today with nuclear proliferation.
Well, I think it's pretty proliferated.
Another French word, proliferation.
Oh, is that a French word?
I have no idea. I doubt that. I wanted to sound cool, and
then sounds like a Latin word.
Then you had to call my bluff. You feel like a big man?
Well, I mean, you know more languages than I do. I don't know.
I don't speak them well. We already been over this.
What do you know? You learned Latin and Hebrew.
Well, I learned Hebrew and Greek.
I'm sorry.
Didn't really do Latin.
Didn't do any vulgar
much.
Latin or dirty Latin. Oh, okay. Well, loser. Who doesn't know Latin nowadays?
It was done in an underground shaft, apparently. This.
Oh, really?
This nuclear test, the delivery of it. Its purpose. What do you think its purpose was?
To get rid of that island because it was in the way.
Weapons development.
What?
The French, historically known for turning over and presenting their bellies to any enemy that comes through.
Well, they wanted to have the best weapons they could for their surrender, for their new overlords.
That is true.
I shouldn't say that. I mean, the French did a great underground. I don't want to get into military history.
Restaurant? They did a great underground restaurant.
The French the French, their
resistance. Yeah.
It was resistance. Which is a French word.
Yes.
Yeah, they did it. I mean, they did a ton of damage to the Nazis.
They did.
So
I got to give it up to them.
I will say it was maybe a good move. I don't know enough about military history and that event and time period to say whether that was the right thing to do, even in hindsight. I don't know.
And speaking of which,
okay,
getting back to a bomb that we have lined up to talk about, sir, you bring something to the table this week that is amazing that we just happened to stumble upon accidentally.
So we want to get to this right here,
buddy. We are talking about this.
I want to make sure he wanted to segue a different way. So we were talking about Thor, and I said, "Hey, originally, if I remember right, I was talking to someone that wasn't Nick for once, and I was told Thor's character in the beginning was called Hammerman or Thunder God.
Yes.
God. And I couldn't remember what it was called. I was like, was it Hammerman? And so I Googled Hammerman thinking I'd find Thunder God.
And what did you find, my friend? What did you discover?
Well, it's a long lost show put out by a French Canadian company. If you don't know, our favorite French Canadian company, Deke. Deke Entertainment.
It translates out to Trash Fire.
It was a show called Hammerman, and who was it about? You tell me. We already know.
My friend, it was about none other than you know what? A longtime friend of the show, MC Hammer, also AKA Stanley Burrell.
Yeah, it was.
Which I actually didn't know was his real name until we found this show.
Oh,
because he uses his real name in this show.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Before he finds the magic shoes, he is named Stanley Burrell.
Oh, really? Well, Stanley Burrell is a dancing fanatic, a dancing enthusiast.
Well, no, wait.
Okay.
Stanley Burrell is just a youth center worker.
Okay. Oh,
but when he found, what did he find, Eric?
Well, this like I think the Nostalgia Critic said. I don't want to read that. It makes me so mad. The Nostalgia Critic said in our many hours of study is, we think this is Stanley Burrell's the real MC Hammer's life story. So in the animated series, he finds magical dancing shoes.
Yes, which are alive and can speak. Yeah, I am so excited about this.
What can these shoes do? They cause him to transform into Hammerman, a superhero.
Yes.
I saw one ability Hammerman had. What was that ability?
Buddy, there was a fire.
Yeah.
We briefly went through, kind of fast forwarded through episode 1.
Season 1, episode 1.
And
surprising enough, there's only one season.
Well, yeah, there's only shockingly, there's 13 episodes that somehow got made of this thing. Somebody funded this. That's
probably MC Hammer himself.
Well, here's the thing. MC Hammer did go broke.
This could have been it.
And this could have been what broke him.
Yeah. Not only his money, but his spirit.
Yeah, I was going to say, and his mental state. So, buddy, he has the ability to dance properly, but it changes. I love this. He puts on the shoes. It changes him into Hammerman, who is dressed as MC Hammer with the signature purple parachute pants and his myriad golden chains.
Yeah, yeah. And he what his power? He raps,
dance and rap,
and it causes. Like
there was a fire, and what happened to that fire?
It was put out by telekinesis, practically.
No,
a large water
tower
bent over.
Thanks to the musical notes and things that he sent out, it bent over this. Everything danced, and it bent over and put this fire out.
It was amazing.
It was.
Where did I have to say this? I've watched a lot of Deke Entertainment. A lot.
Yeah.
This is probably the worst animation I have ever seen.
It really did look like just some stop animation.
I mean, it was like drawings, which of course animation is, but it's like instead of drawing at it's like drawing at 10 frames a second, maybe. I don't know, not much.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see individual, or here's a frame, here's a frame, here's a frame. It's insane how bad it is.
Well, not only that, though, the episodes actually begin with MC Hammer sitting on some steps and talking to children.
The real MC Hammer in life. Giving a moral of the story, kind of.
Or giving a synopsis of what's about to happen. Not only that, in the first episode, he says, he's talking about graffiti and how it shouldn't go everywhere. But in this, he says, "Oh, the graffiti comes alive." Oh, wait, I shouldn't have told you that.
He's giving away spoilers.
He's giving away spoilers.
Man, Stanley.
And so eventually he just goes, "Oh, let's just go to the show." And I don't know. Part of me is like,
I don't think that was an accident.
I was going to say, do you think that was planned?
I don't think so. No, I think that was clearly he's let's go to the show, and he cuts away right before you see him start yelling at the kids.
Well, yeah,
to get away from him and quit talking to him. Yeah,
like he basically.
You see him,
if you see the behind the scenes, like when it comes back after the episode, he's looking at him. He's like, "Do you know who I am?"
And they're all like staring.
I am MC Hammer, Stanley Burrell.
That's how did you memorize all that,
buddy? What I imagine is actually going on in real life. MC Hammer's head is that the shoes are talking to him. That's what I want. I want the kids to like awkwardly while he stares down at his shoes and be like, yeah, I agree. And
it's like they never give us any respect.
Yeah,
we'll show them. We'll teach them to give us some respect. Like, and they're just like, sir. He's like, you shut up, kid.
Yeah, like, hang on. I am talking to my shoes right now.
How rude of you to interrupt them.
I am Hammerman, Stanley Burrell. I drive a Kia.
Kia. Nice.
1991 is when this show came on, my friend. 1991.
Oh, man, it's bad.
It actually, let's see, September 7th to December 7th. It literally died on its anniversary.
Well, I'm trying to remember. There was a dark time in the early 90s, and I think it was these months.
Yes, it's called Deke Entertainment. That is the dark time in the 80s and 90s.
Oh man, don't bash Deke too much. Didn't they also do Night Court? I think they.
Show?
That was Ubu. Ubu did Night Court.
I was gonna say no. They didn't do any live action except for
except for
tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills.
Guys, if you want to see a trash fire, I suggest it's amazing.
Well, buddy, I'm telling you,
hey, that's the only live action they did was just tattooed teenage alien fighters.
Well, buddy, I hope not.
I hope not either.
It did so well that they deserved to.
Didn't it have it had like 60 episodes?
Something like that.
It was quite a bit.
It
was a knockoff of Power Rangers, basically.
Buddy, it was not a knockoff of Power Rangers. How dare you? It was its own thing.
Well, the thing about tattooed teenage alien fighters, so they had these high school students, but they would transform into these like muscular people, giants, and fight, which was clearly just stunt people that got paid probably near nothing to do their part. And it was, I mean, at least in Power Rangers, they try to match the size of the person in the suit to the actor, the American actor, to the person. Well, of course, because all the suit stuff was shot in Japan, and that was imported over, and they just put the American portions on and dubbed over the American vocals when they were in suit.
Right.
But yeah, he was bad. Oh my goodness! Like there's like, how can we make the easiest thing to edit and cheapest thing to compete with Power Rangers? And they did it.
Buddy, they competed.
They competed.
I'm sure. Well, we can't really. Deke did bring us. I guess I shouldn't totally destroy it because
Did Deke do a Batman thing too?
No, it did Inspector Gadget.
Mask.
It did Inspector Gadget, which was a great show. The Real Ghostbusters, not bad.
It did Alf the Animated Series, that Jim.
Oh, yes.
We talked about that a few weeks ago.
Let's see here. It did the new Archie's, Dennis the Menace. I actually, as a kid, enjoyed the Dennis the Menace cartoon.
Jason the Wheeled Warriors, bro.
The Care Bears.
Hey, Care Bears was good.
Care Bear Stare.
That's exactly. Lionheart.
Yes. They did Cops. You said you liked Cops.
I liked Cops. SWAT, did they do SWAT Cats? I liked Cops. Cops was good.
Oh man, they did Camp Candy. I didn't realize that. Camp Candy was actually pretty good.
Wasn't that the Monsters?
No, that was
he was the counselor.
John Candy was like the counselor.
Well, there's another one that's like Camp Monsters. I didn't know if it was part of that.
Well, we could go. We're gonna have to do like a whole episode.
We've already done it.
Deke.
Didn't we already do one?
No, we've talked about. I think we keep putting it off because we're just very. We keep saying we're gonna do one, but we're like very like.
That's a big thing to
It'll
tackle.
hurt our heart. But moving on to things that don't hurt our heart. There is a movie coming out, Thor Ragnarok, this weekend.
Yeah, speaking of guys, Hammer guys.
Right. We have talked about this. We're actually it's kind of exciting because this is the one we've talked about where the director has said he went for a 1980s feel.
And it looked like it. In the art for sure, the music. I'm sure
the music,
we'll on that.
In the trailers, it even has that kind of
that feel, that grainy,
not the grainy, the words that come.
Oh
flying
yeah,
in, where
yeah.
it has
100%.
like the trail behind it.
Yeah,
it has that going.
Like those
on.
chromed words.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it says he kind of goes for he said in an article early on, he was going for like an 80s buddy film, that were real popular. And that's what they've got going on. The early reviews are strong. It is
strongly positive or strongly negative?
Strongly positive, actually.
Oh, good.
It's currently sitting at a 96%, which...
Is it that one dude that says everything's bad? Because it's all critics right now.
Right.
Find the one critic, and that probably gave it a. There it is. Hold on.
There he is, James Burdinelli.
That's not him. There's this one critic.
I'm sure he's down here somewhere.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There's this one critic that gets that anything that's commercially large, he bashes it hard. And then he likes really bad movies.
He likes the indie films.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the last film we kind of looked at this on, and it was like at 100%.
He likes the indie films like Crystal Skull and things like that.
Yeah, that indie film.
Tom Schoen from the UK, he didn't like it. You may find yourself longing for the days where superheroes played it straight.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, neither does he. You'll watch, be lightly amused for 2 hours, and go back to forgetting that Thor exists. What does that even mean? How is that a bad review?
I don't know.
It's be lightly amused. That's like, I don't know. I
like to be amused.
That's from Roe McDermott from Hot Press. That doesn't really sound like a negative review. That sounds like, hey, I was lightly amused. As much as it is, Ragnarok, by treating everything as opportunity for a goof, forfeits any chance of taking root in your imagination. Nothing matters here. Kyle Smith from the National Review. I mean,
I'm going to say this. If they're going for a buddy cop movie, that's right.
Right. It's going to be goofy. It's going to be, I mean, especially if they're going for the kind of sappy.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Well, this isn't Logan.
No, it's not. It's not going for they're not trying to do an Oscar nod. Logan, for what it was, what they were trying to do, Logan was a movie.
Yeah, thanks for that analysis, Nick.
Logan,
it was a movie.
Logan is one that I'm still on the fence about because part of me is like, part of me thought it was good. Part of me is like, it wasn't great. So I'm kind of.
Have you been talking to Ryan more about it?
Ryan, yeah.
Did he get into you? Because Ryan didn't like it.
No, Ryan didn't like it. I'm still neutral about it.
Speaking of Ryan, you guys been publishing some shows out there.
Well, we have.
You want to do a spot for you guys?
Well, we got the Nostalgia Talk. You can find it on our channel. It's out there. Ryan and I talk about at least in the last few, we've talked about different things. We did kind of a Halloween special
and horror movies.
And horror movies.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, you can get out there.
I don't listen to them.
Yeah, no, it's crap.
But Ryan didn't like Logan.
He didn't like Logan. He was Ryan is all for the fun, and
he should love this then.
No, this will be right up his alley.
His jam.
Which, let's be honest, 80s movies were
Tango
fun.
and Cash.
Tango and Cash. It was just dumb fun.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Right. You're not looking, although
Golden Child.
Right, Golden Child. I mean,
Eddie Murphy.
Keep them going.
Fletch.
Crocodile Dundee. Fletch lives.
The Romancing the Stone one.
Oh yeah, Romancing the Stone.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean,
not a buddy cop at all, but
no,
it's
it's not. I mean, Lethal Weapon series.
Yeah.
I mean, those were serious, but at the same time they were fun.
Yeah, very much so.
I mean, this is what this kind of feel this guy was going for, and if it sounds like he pulled it off, and the people that want the the Oscar nods every movie they see. Just apparently were not impressed with it.
Yeah, I wonder if it might get a comedy. I think it'll get one of the comedy slots.
It may be
Best. Well, I can't remember. I don't watch do you watch any of the award shows anymore?
Oh no,
they get horrible ratings. Last I heard.
Let me
Okay.
preface that by what you said. You said any more.
Oh, okay. Did you ever?
I never watched them. No. I mean, that's something about Nick. I was never impressed with the award shows.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I do like seeing what got nominated and what. Not really. I don't really care very much about what won. I do care what got nominated. I found several good movies just through looking at the nominations. I think didn't Pan's Labyrinth do really well one year? I liked that movie.
It did.
And that's where I think where I found it, and I was like, oh, that's good. That was back in the days when. What year did Pan's Labyrinth come out? It came out 10 years ago now.
Yeah, buddy, it's been a long time.
I just remember. I think I had Netflix, but it was like when they sent the actual DVDs to your house. Like I haven't used that forever.
Oh, buddy, they still do that.
I know, but I don't.
2006. Yeah, you're about 11 years ago.
So
you were correct, sir. Way to remember. You're really good at pulling out those. Like, wasn't that 10 years ago? Or I mean, that's something you seem to have a knack for, and you nail it. You should travel with the fair and go, I'll guess a movie. Just name any movie. I'll guess how long ago it was.
that's my gimmick.
You know, within a 3-year span.
3 years plus or minus.
Yeah.
I talked to the guy. I think I told the story. I was at one of these carnival traveling circus things, and I talked to the guy. I was like, "Hey, okay, do me." He was doing my weight or something, and he got it to the pound. And I was like, "Okay, that's it." And I thought it was all gimmicky or something. And he's like, "Nah, you just kind of learn by being around it a lot." And he guessed age also. And I think I had him do that too, and he got my age. I think he actually had me older, which is weird because most people don't. I still get. I'm almost 40, and I still get called like 30. And that's why the only reason I have facial hair is to prove I'm not 18.
I like the idea that he looks at you and goes, yeah, you know, get your weight perfectly, but then he goes, 74.
Yeah, just like way off.
Way off on age.
I like that. Hey, those guys, that's just a skill. I mean, I guess, I don't know why movies are my thing. Like I've said, it's like when I watched it, where I like, what TV did I see that on?
Right.
What format did I see it in?
Okay.
And that sets it a lot.
That tells you.
Yeah.
Eric dates things by formats, type of television. Okay.
And like how, like where I sit, like what was I sitting on?
I will say this, that is still impressive that.
Oh, thank you.
That you can remember like what type of television we're in this period, or what type of format was being used within this period, and by extrapolating when this type of television like, came into your life,
this TV,
versus DVD,
this couch, this format. All right, I got 3 points. I can just triangulate it.
You're like 2007.
Yeah. So I probably saw it when it came out 2006. I said 2007. I probably saw it in 2007.
Yeah,
because I didn't see it in the theaters because I think it was limited release.
But I mean, I'm honestly excited about Thor Ragnarok. It actually looks really good. A lot of cameos. It's got Doctor Strange in it.
Oh, it does.
This is also the month of Justice League coming out.
I haven't watched any of the DC movies.
Have you not?
Not one of them.
Okay. Well, I can tell you right now, you're probably not going to be missing much.
I think
if
the
you
last one
jump right into it.
I think the last one was Batman and Robin.
Okay. That was a while back. Holy Rusted Metal Batman.
Holy Rusted Metal Batman. What?
Yeah.
That was George Clooney, wasn't it?
No.
No. That was George Clooney.
Oh yeah, Batman and Robin was George Clooney.
That was George Clooney and what the
which
other
was
guy?
the Val Kilmer one?
That was the
Batman Forever.
Yeah, Forever.
Batman Forever.
Forever.
With the greatest performance by Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey ever. No, don't watch that trash fire. But Thor Ragnarok looks great. The visuals look great. The feel looks fun. Everything that I've seen.
I'm too cheap to go to the theater and watch it.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna wait for Redbox, obviously.
Oh, you do Redbox?
I do Redbox.
Okay. You could invite me over to watch a movie once in a while.
Well, buddy, you know, things happen. You know,
movies get seen, people get forgotten.
Sometimes they get seen. I haven't honestly sat down and watched a movie in forever, School takes up a lot of time.
Oh
on
yeah, you're in
weekends.
school.
That takes up.
Mine's
a little,
kids.
yours is kids. I understand
Rotten
that too.
kids.
Because they want to watch what they want to watch. I mean,
Well, they want to watch a lot of what I like to watch, but they're not old enough to watch it.
Oh, I got you.
Like my oldest wants to watch Doctor Strange. It's PG-13, but he's 10, and it didn't really have anything that bad in it. But if he watches it, the 8-year-old will want to watch it, and then the 4-year-old want to watch it. So it's more of a.
I think that was the last movie I've been to see.
Did I go see that with you?
Yeah, we went and saw that together. I think
did.
that's the last movie I've actually sat down and watched. Yeah, I'm a little behind.
You are behind.
Yeah.
I'm not much further in front of you though. Didn't we go Skull Island? Was after that, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did go to Skull Island after that. Did we go to Logan after that?
Yeah.
Okay,
we
so
had
yeah,
like a couple months where we saw a lot of movies.
I have seen movies since then. Yeah, that was right before I started school. So yeah, we had those were good months.
Yeah.
The month of fun.
Yeah.
All right, well, my friend, we have run out of time. We need to wrap this up.
I feel like we didn't talk enough about Hammerman.
Buddy, there's only so much you can say about Hammerman. Oh, well, we do need to mention. Okay, let's get back to Hammerman just very quickly.
Oh, right.
Back to reality. Let's talk about, if people were to look this up on YouTube, what is something they would immediately notice about the opening of this?
The homage to the singer that we couldn't remember the name of for some reason.
MC Hammer?
No. At the very beginning.
No, not that. I'm talking about the opening of this show.
Like they sit down.
No, before that.
Oh, the storytelling.
Oh my goodness!
The whole story is told in rap form.
It is the longest opening to any show I've ever sat through. I mean,
it's a good 3 minutes.
It is.
It's the entire intro.
It's MC Hammer wrapping the entire backstory to this thing.
To Hammerman.
He introduces all the characters,
the shoes,
which I'm guessing it's because they were like, yeah, we don't want to do a backstory on this. Let's just jump right into the story, which seems to be what they did.
Yeah.
Because in the first few minutes, you meet Gramps, the guy that they do a homage to, something that no kid would know, even back in the 90s. That James Brown
that's
routine that he does. The Gramps comes and he sings and then he falls down and somebody puts a jacket over and then he jumps back up and starts dancing again.
Yep.
I mean, just a lot of
horrible too.
Yeah, horrible things happening with this deal. It does have, as far as voice actors go, it does have some big names that you and I have talked about before. And have actually voiced quite a few things. I mean, you will find such things as Clark Johnson, who actually did Hammerman.
MC Hammer did not voice the character in the show.
No, he could only be brought in for a few minutes to do his
to yell at the kids.
Yeah, to yell at the kids and give his opening. But I mean, you've got people like Susan Roman, who's done a ton of voices in a lot of things, like Care Bears. She was in Ella the Elephant, which was kind of big there for a while.
Little People.
Remember
Little People is on every Saturday.
I do.
Little People's always on.
I mean, she has quite the resume here.
X-Men.
She was in X-Men. RoboCop, the animated series, probably the greatest animated series next to Hammerman.
Oh wow, that's a heck of a comparison.
That is. I don't.
You're not speaking too highly of animated RoboCop.
I'm speaking very highly, sir. I mean, you got people that are Ron Rubin, who also does quite a bit. He was in Police Academy. He was in Beetlejuice. I mean, he was in a lot of different shows. But I mean, so you have some pretty prolific voice actors in this show, but you end up with a 3-minute opening where he tells the entire story. And if you have not gone and listened to this already and paused this show, you need to. After we end this, you need to go. And here's what I'm hoping, Eric. I'm hoping that we send all of these listeners, thousands of people flooding YouTube, to Hammerman, and somebody sees it and YouTube Red goes, we're bringing it back.
Bringing it back. It goes to trending.
It goes to trending. They pull MC Hammer, Stanley Burrell, out of whatever hole he's in, and they bring him back once again to be Hammerman, and they dust off the talking shoes.
They dust off those magical shoes.
And the part we missed, my friend, is even in the live action. Apparently, the shoes, from what I was reading there, the shoes talk also. Little puppet shoes come out. And
wow. They went all the way.
They come back.
Did Jim Henson,
Oh, I hope so, buddy.
What year did Jim Henson die?
I don't know.
I think he died in the 80s, so 80...
What couch were you sitting on at the time when you got the news? Well, my friend, where can they find us?
You can find us on this big, beautiful web. Go to Facebook and type in Pull Up a Chair Podcast in that beautiful search engine, or Google, and you'll find many places that we exist if you do that. YouTube. Did I do YouTube yet? No, I didn't.
No, you didn't do
YouTube. Pull Up a Chair Podcast, same thing. If you want to go to our personal home site where we live, it's puckpodcast.website. Puckpodcast.website. Why website? Why not? Who knows?
Who knows? And to answer your question, sir, Jim Marie Henson died in May 6, 1990.
Wow.
Sadly, we got knockoff puppeteer skills.
I don't think they could afford it.
Maybe towards his death, he was working on the talking shoes. Maybe that's what killed him.
Maybe.
Conspiracy theory? Get going, people. All right, well, thank you for listening. As always, we enjoy doing this. Give us a like, subscribe. You know what? Share it with some people. Leave a comment. Tell us how we're doing. And you know what? Thanks for listening. As always, it's been a pleasure. Eric, any final thoughts?
No, none at all.
Then let's call it an evening. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy yourselves.
Bye.